Finding the fraction of an amount is actually so easy when you know what you're doing. So hopefully after I go through this, you'll find it easy as well. So finding a quarter of 28. Now you remember that phrase, divide by the bottom times by the top. That's what we're dealing with here. That's what we use when we're finding a fraction of something. So we're going to divide 28 by the bottom of the fraction and then times it by the top. So we should be solid with our times tables by this point. So 28 divided by 4, how many times does 4 go into 28? That should be 7 times. And because it's 1 quarter there, we're timesing by 1, so which we kind of don't even need to do. It just stays the same. So 1 quarter of 28 is just 7. So remember, finding fractions of something is basically your times tables. 1/6 of 420. Now you're not supposed to know your 6 times tables up to fucking 420, you know what I mean? So we're just going to do some division. So how many times does 6 go into 420? Well, 6 into 42 goes 7 times. And then the 0 at the end, we stick a 0. I'm kind of doing bus stop method, short division in my head here. And then times it by 1 is just stays the same, as 70. Then 1/8 of 184, same idea. We're just going to divide 184 by 8. So 8 goes into 18 twice to get to 16 with a remainder of 2. So 8 into 24 goes 3 times. So 1/8 of 184 is 23. Now, things change a little bit if we're finding a fraction with a different number on top, not just 1. So let's say we're finding 3/4 of 28, 2/6 of 420, and 5/8 of 184. So the same idea to start with. Divide by the bottom. 28 divided by 4 is 7. Times by the top, times by 3 is 21. Divide by the bottom. Now from earlier we know that 420 divided by 6 is 70. Times 2 is 140. And here divide by the bottom. Remember from earlier, 184 divided by 8 is 23. Then 23 times 5. Now sometimes you might need to go to the side and do 23 times 5, a little bit of column method multiplication here. So 5 times 3 is 15, so write the 5, carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10, add the 1 is 11. So we got a nice 115 there. And that's it. So remember, when finding the fraction of a number, divide by the bottom times by the top. Now these are like reverse fractions. We're told that 5/6 of a number is 30. So find what that original number is. Now let's think about this one really carefully. The wording trips most people up. 5/6 of a number is 30. So if 5/6 is 30, how do we find 1/6? Well, if this is 5/6, then surely we can find 1/6 by dividing by 5. 5/6 to 1/6. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. Now think about that one. If 5 parts is 30, then surely 1 part is 6. Then we can scale it up to find 6/6. Remember, 6/6 is going to be a whole, same way 5/5 is a whole and 4/4 is a whole. So if 1/6 is 6, God that's hard to say, then surely 6/6 should be 36 because you've got 6 of them. So here's another one with a similar idea. 2/5 of a number is 18. So 18 is 2/5 of a number. So this number that we're looking for is going to be much bigger than 18 because 18 is just 2/5 of it. So if 18 is 2/5, we can find 1/5 by halving it. So 1/5 of our mysterious number is going to be 9. 1/5 is 9, 2/5 is 18. So if 1/5 is 9, then surely 5/5, which is the same as a whole, is going to be 5 times that, which is 45. And that is our mysterious number.